Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, first we're going to start out with the focus of a flower spread with my fine arts paintings. And since it's the new moon in Aries, I have with me the fire tarot. Aries, the fire sign. And then, of course, I have the Vera Sibilla cards, ta-da, and the runes. So let's get started for you. Let's get started for you. Round and round we go. Where she stops, nobody knows. You'll hear in the background on my dryer because I started the readings late tonight because I got caught in this rainstorm from head to toe like a wet noodle. This bus went past and whoop, I got it from head to toe, soaked. Let's see what the center card is. I'll show you that right off the bat. Okay, look at this. This is Saint Francis in meditation. This is a Caravaggio painting. Okay, Saint Francis in meditation. Now let me take the tarot, and I'm putting with the tarot the leaves of the spread. I mean, not the leaves, the petals. I'll put out 5 petals with 5 of these tarot cards. Hi, everybody. Wet noodle. I still feel like a wet noodle. I still feel. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll show you in a second. I'll have the Vera Sibilla, and the Vera Sibilla cards I'm going to put between the petals as leaves. The leaves of grass. The leaves of grass. The leaves. Sometimes I wish I could take my singing out of the shower. Sometimes I dream that I have this beautiful voice, you know, and that I can just tame the animals with that. I have had several of those dreams. Just like I've dreamt that I could speak German. I woke up knowing German. I know a little, but not like in my dreams. I was really good. I was German. All right, let's see what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, let's start with the tarot. Right at the top is this came out even for Sagittarius, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Then we've got beautiful, the 6 of Wands. Oh, lucky, 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 lucky you. We've got here the Fool card as well. Something new is happening. Something new is happening. The Knight of Cups, and it seems like it's in the romantic department. Let's take a look. And then we have this 7 of Swords, this very, very angry 7 of Swords. Now, what I've got here is, you know, not all days are the same. Okay, we get that. We get that. Not all days are the same for you especially. And, you know, when you have at the beginning, okay, we call it an entry card. I call it an entry card to the spread. This Knight of Swords. And then of all of the knights in the deck, this is such a fast moving. You know, it's like you can imagine the sword coming through and just not having anything in their way. Right into the heart of what you want to do. I see a lot of activity to do here, and I see a lot of activity in the work area. But of course, there is this love situation here that we'll get to. But this is something moving. You're planning something. I see, you know, I'm getting the, I see it as the internet work. Something doing it's something in, you may have a job. Okay, you have your own job. But I see you trying to rack your brain and figuring out, what can I do? What can I sell? How can I get set up? Maybe I can be an intermediary for some store, you know, something. You're thinking about that. And, you know, whatever is on your mind, This Six of Wands does talk of success. It is the success card. And of course, we will look at the Vera Sibilla, but you know, what I'm looking at now is that you have your intentions, you have your piercing eyes, and you don't have any lateral vision because you're looking straight on and concentrated on one goal and one goal only. It is to be successful in a way that will allow you to live and to have a better lifestyle, not by no means aiming at earning millions and billions, not at all. Your aim is to free up your time to get something fast, quick, and to offer something fast and quick. And I'm seeing these endeavors as being very, very successful. And of course, there is this, the Fool card, and the Fool card does talk about a beginning. Like I said, I do see you that you have a few things in terms of work. One has been ongoing for a while, but this is something new that you have been planning, you have been thinking about. You may have wet your feet, talking about wet and the rain. You have wet your feet with it before. You have tried it out before. And there's something that's just not right for you. You know, you think, I need to fine tune it. There's something that I have to hone my skills. There's something that you need. So your ingenuity is churning and churning and churning until you get it right, you know, in this period time here, right? The first 2 weeks. And then, you know, I have to say that this page of cups, this page of cups here does talk about having a close encounter of the emotional kind. But it also talks of, there are different layers of reading here. It also talks of someone offering you something, and offering you, I see it as being help, I see it as being money, either or. I see it as offering counsel, ideas for you to go, where to go. Listen, I just met a man that, you know, giving you pointers. And all in all, if you remember, the focus here was St. Francis of Assisi in meditation. This is a spiritual period for you without a doubt. But what is the spiritual period all about for you, Cancer? It's all about turning those coins into some kind of liquid concoction that only magicians do, alchemists, and getting something that is of high spiritual value. And the way, you know, there's this Fool here. The Fool talks about beginning something, but beginning something in a way that you can bring together the pieces from all different puzzles and bring them in the same place, in one place, so you can then use them in an absolutely different way. Very creative these 2 weeks, very, very creative. It's not without its difficulties, and the difficulties only arise, Capricorn, because you get angry at yourself. You get angry at yourself so much. You know, it's hard for us to kick ourselves, you know. But you really do try to, because sometimes you think, well, I made the wrong choice. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this years ago. You know, so you sort of reason in the course of 24 hours. You really are sometimes a little even too harsh on yourself. And you expect, you know, you have very high standards for yourself. And in this period in particular, let's go to the leaves of the spread. Excuse me. The leaves that will give us the details. Now, I have stanza, which is the room. This is communication. And then leggerezza, the lightness of being. And this is absolutely physical contact. And it's mirroring this is that cups, the page of cups. I do see that there, you know, you have this pole of attraction. You are a pole attracting, you know. And there are people who, you know, come around and sniff you, you know, and but you're very buttoned up, and you don't give very many people the time of day. You really are concentrated and focused. You have, you know, your outlets and your, let's say your pet peeves, your best friends that you like to spend time with, but they're very, very few and far between. You will see them once in a blue moon, and when you're only in this period, and you're only in a certain mood, but they are not lacking in your life, especially in this period. You are attractive. Going around the petals, I have the death card here, Morte, and I have fedeltà, fidelity. What does this mean? It talks about starting up again something that you had done in your past. Let's say, that's my dryer's whistling at me. Something that you have done in the past. For example, if you were a jeweler, or if you made jewelry when you were younger or years ago, you might want to you're thinking about that and taking it up again and changing the style, or changing the type of manufacture, or changing the type of craftsmanship that you use. But there definitely is something from the past that you're taking up again. Then I have these two cards that are the prisoner, prigione, the prison, and this falsità, the lies. And what does this talk about? For those of you who are in a marriage, I see this as being sort of, there's some friction there. There is friction there. Why? Because you want to start anew. You want to create something new. Even if it's old, you want it to be something new. And your partner, for those of you who are in an established bond, just, you know, they're thinking, why don't you just relax? Can't we just watch a movie? You know what? What's the problem? You can't work all the time, you know? And so, you know, there's something to contend with on that front. And then we have two more, and this is so lovely. This is the amante, this is the male lover, and this is consolante, this is gran consolazione, which is the great consolation. So this is sort of the key pillars of the month. We have the love that comes in that you may not even want to look or give the time of day, which because you are really focused on this project, and this is that great success of the Six of Wands. Now, the last two cards that I'm seeing of the Sibillas are militare, the military, and conversazione. This is, you know, six of one, half of another, half a dozen of another. They're contrasting cards, though. They're talking of, yes, announce, market what you are doing, but mum's the word with regard to the specific ideas that or the ingredients that you use, or the innovative method that you will be using. So I got this also for Sagittarius. There's this counseling, this idea, the suggestions that the card are giving you that, yes, go ahead, but don't blabber it out to the world. Only let it shine for itself. Now I'm going to take the runes to see what they have to add here. Let's see. Whoop. Flying runes as well. Ah, nice. Okay, good. All right, now, we've got Bjork Berkana, and it does talk about the beginning of this project. It says, to you, Capricorn, if you're ready to do it, now you've got to do it. Now you've got to do it. Now you've got to do it. Even if you don't do it now, plan it now. And we have a few things. We have a Rido, which is a rune that is a journeying rune, and it talks about the meditative side. All right, remember there was the focus on St. Francis of Assisi and the meditation of St. Francis of Assisi. This rune is telling you that you can go to the end of the world if you want, but go there with a certain harmonious spiritual nature, because it's only then that what comes back to you will be of the same, in kind, will be the same nature. Success is all around here. There's tear here. There's success. It talks about success. It talks about, here's A. Watts, that talks about you being under a lucky star, that there's nothing that you could do wrong except argue with your lifelong partner, perhaps, because they don't want you to do anything. But and then I've got two other runes, which are just joyful. One is Gifu, and Gifu does talk to you about reminding you, Capricorn, that what we do is never for our own purposes. It's always for a universal improvement, a universal harmony. And if you can remember that, again, the Six of Wands, that is, success is guaranteed. But more than anything else, I have here Wunyo. Wunyo is the rune of joy, and joy is yours if you can keep those ingredients as projected to a universal spiritual intent and objective. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies, gentlemen, Capricorn friends. And it's an interesting 2 weeks that you have there. Good for you. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Like and share my videos if you enjoy them. I really would appreciate that. And subscribe. I would really appreciate that. I'm going to read now. Everybody's writing. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll be back. I will be back. I will be back.